What's going on, boxing heads? It's your boy. You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Pool Kind of Boxing. You know, we're gonna break it down and lay it out for the boxing heads and the boxing minds. So, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more hardcore boxing content. So, Derrick James, bro, talking to the Fight Hub, he lays it down, bro. You know what I'm saying? He lays it all out about what he thinks about Canelo Alvarez fight, and he gives, you know what I'm saying, he gives some thoughts about Jamel Charlo, you know what I'm saying, the way, you know what I'm saying, he see, the victory going against Canelo Alvarez, you know what I'm saying, Jamel Charlo moving up two weight classes up to fight Canelo Alvarez. So, Derrick James gives, just some insight to that. And Derrick James also gives his thoughts on, you know what I'm saying, the Tim Tszyu fight and what he thinks about that. Derrick James is the triple OG of the big fish. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you know what I'm saying, he's into deep sparring with EJ. They went out to Las Vegas. They landed in Las Vegas, and they already are training, you know what I'm saying, at the facilities out there. And, he talks a little bit about, what EJ is like inspiring, you know what I'm saying? And I know we all been kind of like kicking back and wondering what the hell, man. It's like, what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Because not a lot is being leaked. We see the little video clips of EJ inspiring, but nobody has heard nothing. You know what I'm saying? We just see little bits and pieces. So now, we want to know what the hell going on inspiring, right? So, what, and because, so we know that this is a big ass fight, one of the biggest fight that we've seen in the last 40 years. Shit, we want to see EJ going that extra mile. We've seen him doing the exercises, with the flexibility coaches and um, just pulling out all the stops using, different kind of techniques with acupuncture and things like that. So we just kind of like, well, damn, what I'm saying? EJ is just, what I'm saying? It's like he's pulling out all the damn stops to get stuff done. You know what I'm saying? Look like he's swimming in the deep ocean, man, on this one. You know what I'm saying? Look like he smelled blood in the water. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because, look like he's trying to get stronger, you know what I'm saying? Spiritually, mentally, you know what I'm saying? Metaphysically, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he can do to get that edge, you know what I'm saying? When a nigga start getting flexibility coaches and putting money out for that kind of, extra, you know what I'm saying? He want to win, and which something that Derrick James talks about in the Fight Hub interview, just all around, Derrick James, this was a great interview, and he's just giving a good insight to what's happening to inside the camp of Errol Spence Jr., right? So, we're gonna break down the video, you know what I'm saying? And let's do this is a reaction video. This is a reaction video, you know what I'm saying? It's protected under Fair Use Act, okay? This is a reaction video. It's protected by the Fair Use Act. So, fair use. So here we go. Let's um let's go ahead and look at some of the things that Derrick James had to say. Um, Once again, this is a reaction video. It's covered by fair use.
Hey man, it's good, man. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds good. It's a good situation, but it's just tough.
This is too big of a jump for.
It's good though.
Yeah, you got quite a stable now, man. AJ, Ryan, Errol, Jermel,
Right.
all in big fights coming up. How hectic is your schedule?
Hey, it's crazy. Frank have like 3 fights in 27 days. You know what I mean? Like Frank fights on uh what is it?
Next
July
week.
July 15th. Errol fights July 29th. AJ fights August 12th. Jamel fights September 30th. And I think Ryan's gonna be fighting in October. So busyness, man. Hey, it's busyness.
Isn't that crazy? You know what I'm saying? Ever since, Derrick James, name has blown up as being a great coach in the sport. Now you got everybody flocking to him. You got, I'm saying, AJ and Ryan Garcia, I'm saying, newest members, to come over there. And so he got a fight with Frank, Errol, and Jamel, I'm saying, and AJ. So he got a lot of fights. He got a lot of fights, and that's gonna. I wonder how that's gonna affect, I'm saying, the camaraderie, but over there, because everybody need their own time with Derrick James. I don't know how it's set up, but if you think about it, I'm saying, they got so much mentorship over there. So Derrick probably, don't have to do much. Everything he's taught Errol and Jamel is so ingrained inside their fighting styles that, saying, all he has to do, he don't have to spend as much time with them to work on, saying, the different techniques, saying, that they've learned over the years. So, um, it'd be interesting. I wish I was a fly on the wall so I could see what that looked like, so but it's just interesting that their stable is getting bigger. Plus, they had a few other fighters that's joining the team, so it's getting busy over there. It's getting busy, over there in Texas. So what I'm saying. So let's see how Derek handles all this new traffic he got going in his direction.
Yeah, I would imagine you got quite the schedule, but man, it must get you like so pumped up to know, like, yo, I got all these fights, and like they're big, significant fights also as well. You got, Spence and Crawford undisputed. You have Jermel undisputed versus undisputed.
Right.
AJ's on track to try to win the heavyweight title. I want to touch on Jermel first. Did this catch you by surprise? This whole him fighting Canelo?
No, I mean, he when they brought it to him, he called me and talked to me about it, and I told him how I felt about it, and then they pursued it. I guess yeah.
Did it happen like rather quickly, or like when did they like call you
I
about it?
a couple months, like 2 3 months or so. It was like the process.
It's kind of cool, man. That Derrick James, man, saying, he's close with his fighters. He has a real close relationship with them. It's just kind of cool how Jamel can call a OG, a triple OG like Derrick James. He's just gonna give it to you real. And um, if Derrick James says that he don't see a problem with Jamel going up to face Canelo, I'm saying, at 168, then I mean, shit, it shouldn't be a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, he giving the green light like that to Jamel Charlo, man. That's all he needed, man. You know what I'm saying? To see he could dive in, what I'm saying, with 2 feet, and so that I'm just glad that Derrick James just kind of like put that out there. So, he kind of gives you an idea of where how he sees it, and that is it winnable for Jamel. Now, because Jamel always passes the eye test, but when you see somebody officially, you just seems kind of more official when James says it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just kind of cool to see him sign off on the fight.
Yeah, you
Mm.
can't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It was just like a conversation. And then I told him what I felt about it, and then he said, he kind of went forward with it, I guess.
What did you think about it? What'd you tell him?
I think it's a good fight for him. I think that I believe he can do what he needs to do to be successful.
Yeah, it,
Yes.
it was like a big plot twist, like because we all thought it was going to be Jamal fighting Canelo, and then when they announced Jermel,
Well, we knew it couldn't be Jamal because Jamal wasn't ready, right? Which is the one reason why Canelo Alvarez, what I'm saying, wanted to fight him in the first place. Always looking for an advantage over somebody, So, Jamel stepped up, to face Canelo Alvarez, and that's when it looked like somebody done walked over Canelo grave because Jamel is the, saying, the more proactive twin. He's the Vegeta of the twins. He's the one who want to get it started. He's the one mean spirited. You know what I'm saying? As far as his vicious, ferocious boxing style. So, everybody's kind of excited to see how this jumps off. Knowing Jamel personality. You know how it is. We have like brothers, you know what I'm saying, and they round about the same age. It's always one brother always lifting weights and getting in trouble and beating people up and shit, or going through people windows and stealing and shit. Well, that's Jamel Charlo. He don't steal nothing, but he's that he's that angry one. He's that mad one. You know what I'm saying? The one that'll, the one that's gonna push first or cross the line first. Jamal is like the more laid back, chill out type personality. So he's somebody you could kick back and drink a beer with, and you ain't got to worry about the bottle coming across your head. You know what I'm saying? But Jamel, mm-mm, I don't think you want to mess with that kid right there. You know what I'm saying? He's easily provoked and offended. So, you just kind of got to, keep an eye on Jamil. You know what I'm saying? He's in the gang. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's all good though. Let's get back into it.
Now everybody's like, what the heck? No way.
Right, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, it's just like that's why you just gotta take your time before you announce something because people today want to be first, not right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this way you gotta it's like pump the brakes and like let the process play out.
Okay. So with that being said, then you guys had kind of already gotten a heads up, what, like a month ago, that it would be Jermel fighting Canelo?
I mean, it was just a conversation. You know what I'm saying? It was just like a conversation process. So he and I had it, and I told him how I felt about it, and he said okay. And then I mean, I don't know how. I mean, it was like over. It was like maybe like a advantages. So I think that's the key element that you don't take away what your advantage is.
So no catch weight then. This fight is at a full 168.
Well, yeah, that's what he told me. I asked him the other day. He told me like 2 days ago. Cause I was like, cause I don't really look at the internet. I didn't know if it was a catch weight or not. But then, he talked about it. And he said it's for 168. I said, okay.
Mm.
I don't
So
believe in, don't believe in getting that heavy though.
I guess no more than 165, 164 for him.
No, well, I say like 63 or 64. That's what I believe.
Mm.
'Cause I want to be fast. I want to be athletic. I want to be mobile. I don't want to. The heavier weight, the heavier you are, like it's like you might be a little bit more lethargic, slower.
Mhm.
You have to be faster, a little bit more, athletic.
Do you feel being fast and athletic is something that gives Canelo problems overall?
Well, I haven't. I'm just saying for fighting a guy who's a heavier guy. The advantage that Canelo's always had is that has been the smaller guy moving up. So the smaller guys are always faster than the heavier guys. No matter how good these guys are, he's always been faster than them. But now he's faced with fighting a guy who's smarter than he is. So, hence,
I mean, you got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Derrick James, the interesting thing about Derrick, man, he don't like really watch a lot of boxing until it's time for him to do his thing, right? So, he's answering these questions about his process, he about his beliefs and how he looks at it. Like, he don't want Jamel. He haven't really looked into the case yet because he's dealing with Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford fight right now. So, but he's just kind of like speculating on, saying how Jamel is going to approach this. I'm pretty sure he's starting to touch on it. But Derrick James, one of them dudes, he'll cross that bridge when he comes to it. So he's just kind of saying, like, look, we're going to try to keep Jamel Charlo light. You know what I'm saying? Because we know that Canelo Alvarez gasses out in fights. That's his natural. That's his thing. That's his Achilles heel, right? So when you Jamel advantages his athletic ability and his speed, you know what I'm saying, and his mobility, his footwork and mobility in the ring, right? So So Derrick James just kind of break it down is the general idea of what he wants Jamel Charlo to do, right? And so it's just kind of coming off a little sketchy just because Derrick James he ain't focused on that shit right now. Right now he's focused on EJ fight, and he's got a lot of other fights he's got to focus on. Instead of speculating on one thing, say he's got to deal with all of it. So this has got to be new for Derrick James to have all this traffic coming in his direction.
Hence, Jamel will be a lot faster than him.
By chance, did you see Canelo's last fight? I know a lot of people have suggested that he's kind of like on the decline or has begun the decline, given how he looked in that performance.
No, I didn't see it. I really don't watch a lot of boxing, so I didn't see him fight, man. But I mean, I hear people talk about it, but I think that we want the best version of him. We don't want to. We don't really want that to be the second thing they say after all you beat him, but he was declining. We want, he's still 33, I think, or 30 something. 30, Jamel's 33 also. But it's like however you live.
That's gonna be a crazy thing because if Jamil Charlo, man, if he go out there and he destroys Canelo, guess what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, Canelo was in decline or whatever. It's kind of weird because you know Floyd Mayweather was 36 when he fought Canelo, some shit like that, and so for him to fall short at 33 is kind of ridiculous, bro. Especially when they all the same age. So, but anything to bail out, Canelo Alvarez, which, I think most boxing fans, they even though they have faith in Canelo, I think they feel threatened by Jamil Charlo because of his athletic ability and his ferociousness. But it is what it is. I'm pretty sure nobody wants Canelo to have any excuses, but it's coming, right? He was too old, he had too many fights, he started too early, all this kind of thing. So, but nobody paying attention
He
to that
lived
shit.
his life at 33. I mean, the fight, the detail, ask him about that. But I mean, I don't never think about the regardless part. I mean, I think about the victory. So I mean, I
Camp for this fight.
already started. You know what I mean? Like in Houston or whatever. But it'd have to be after, like after I come back from London. And then he says, give me another 15 minutes. So we sparring the guys just like a little bit.
Camp for this fight.
I already started. Terrence and freaking
Allowed to keep his undisputed titles at 154. Will he stay at 154 after this fight?
I don't know anything about that. I haven't even went into detail to ask him.
Well, he was just asking Derrick James that will Jamel Charlo be able to keep his undisputed at 154, while he's fighting for undisputed at 168, and Derrick James was just saying he don't know. I mean, he don't know.
About that, but so, I'm still living in this 27-day situation. So
The grind is real.
right, yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
So when will Jermel report for camp, or has he already started his camp for this fight?
I already started. You know what I mean? Like in Houston or whatever. But it'd have to be after, like after I come back from London.
Yeah, I know they're having a press conference.
25 minutes. Then he's like, give me 15 minutes more. So all of them are similar, right? But I think like there's a little bit more veracity in this. You know what I mean? Like a little bit more, you know,
Crawford, man, I got to touch on it. Give me a status report. How's Errol looking in this camp, man? How is it?
he's looking good, man. His weight looks like it's down. He's ripped up, man. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
Physically strong. He's good.
Is there a difference you've seen in this camp compared to the other ones?
You know what? I think that all of them are similar, right? But I think like there's a little bit more veracity in this. You know what I mean? Like a little bit more, you know, when we spawn the guys, it's like a little bit more ferociousness. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I think that he's really trying to, he wants to fight. He's kind of wanted for a while. So I think that to get what you want, you have to make the best of the opportunity.
How is a more ferocious Errol look like in camp? You being his trainer, like what I guess is that little difference?
I think a more ferocious arrow when like we work out, we hit the mitts or something. Have an ice pack on my shoulder. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So it's like but like we work.
Man, Derrick James, man, he's saying like, Errol, he's really, he can sense the desire to win. And Errol Spence Jr., I mean, he must be in there banging the shit out of them pads because if his shoulders hurting, it kind of like reminds me of that Mr. T scene that what I'm saying, when he's like working out and he's grunting and what I'm saying, it's like he's really working out intensely, and you can see, it's just kind of like you can see EJ banging in there on the pads, what I'm saying, what I'm saying, and envisioning beating Crawford ass, what I'm saying, and Derrick James just enjoying every minute of it.
Today on the mitts and we work for like 25 minutes. Then he's like, give me 15 minutes more. So it's like, so 25 minutes, no break. So then he's like,
No break, it's nonstop on the mitts, 25 minutes.
then he says, give me another 15 minutes. So it's like, get another 15, that's 40 minutes. So it's like, I have to be in shape for that. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, that's a lot of work, man.
Jeez, wow. A lot of people have said that they feel the difference maker in this fight is one who wants it more and two who's just in the better condition, the better shape for this fight.
Yeah, I think both of them would be in great tip top condition. Crawford, he trains in Colorado, so the altitude always helps or whatever. I think it'd be good for both. I mean, Errol is training in 105-degree, 110-degree weather every day, so I think that they both. One of them kind of like helps you with your lungs and your breathing. Another one helps you with mentally, push you through that. I mean, so it's like two different situations, two different circumstances.
Is this the most tuned in, the most conditioned, the strongest and sharpest Errol you've seen so far?
I mean, I don't know because he's always tuned in and sharp. You know what I mean? Strong. I just think that this one, this one is the one initially when we started training. This is the one he said he wanted. Like he wanted to be undisputed champion. It wasn't. It's not about Chance Crawford. It's about him getting one more belt. Just like Jamel, he said, "I want to be undisputed champion." So okay, let's go get it.
We're gonna leave it right there because I want to use the rest will doing a live stream. So you know how we do. So I don't want to make it too long. What I'm saying, I'm already at 20 something minutes, but what I'm saying, that shows you, man. Derrick James, man, he just letting you know that EJ is really locked in, man. I mean, real locked in. Um, from what I hear, he's getting the sparring in with some young, tough, strong trainers. I mean, sparring partners, and it's like, man, he said he's on another level in the gym. When you looking at the work that he's putting in, the blood, sweat, and tears, so to say, like Floyd Mayweather used to say, blood, sweat, and tears. So Derrick James is saying, EJ, this is the one fight that he wants to win. So, he is doing acupuncture. I mean, the nigga is doing, flexibility training. You know what I'm saying? The nigga is doing sparring with everybody, saying getting 40 minutes in on the mitts, what I'm saying, nonstop pad work. Got Derrick James, with ice on his shoulders. So it is letting you know that, EJ is leaving no stone unturned, bro. And it's like, woo. But Crawford, I don't know, bro. I think you're going down. I think Bud Crawford is going down, bro. So what we're gonna do live later on. I just had to what I'm saying, cut this up. I just got back in. You know how poor kind of boxing do. What I'm saying? It's your boy, what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to the channel and I see you guys in the next one. This has been fair use. This is protected by fair use. Peace out.